What's up guys, Ryan here. I recently upgraded my computer, so I haven't put out a video the past couple days because I've been busy getting it all set up, but I'm excited to finally get to using it and get back to creating videos. In this video, I want to talk about selling print-on-demand products through fulfillment by Amazon. That means that they'll have the little Prime checkbox next to them when you find them on Amazon. Now, the easiest way to do this, I need to say this up front, is Amazon Merch. Amazon Merch is a free print-on-demand program that Amazon runs, and it is invite only, so there's an application process. But if you're accepted, you can list countless print-on-demand products for sale on Amazon. The way it works is the more you sell, the more you're allowed, the more sales you make, the more products you're allowed to list for sale on Amazon. It's an incredible opportunity because, as anybody who shops on Amazon knows, having that little Prime eligible checkbox next to a listing increases conversion rate, increases attraction to customers, and Amazon creates feedback loops. If you're selling well, they'll promote you organically. So it is in your best interest to be selling things that people want and to have as high of a conversion rate as possible, including that Prime checkbox. But as we know, this is time-sensitive information, but as of recording this in late April 2020, Amazon Merch is closed. So can we sell Prime-eligible print-on-demand products anymore? Yes, you can. You're going to have to follow the typical standard Amazon FBA workflow. Now, normally when people think FBA, and you guys, if you're familiar with my content, I do sell FBA as well as print-on-demand. Normally how I sell print-on-demand, though, is through what they would call FBM, fulfilled by merchant, where after a sale takes place, I can then have the product created and shipped to a customer, the standard print-on-demand model. But you can also pay for your print-on-demand products up front, have them shipped to an FBA warehouse, and then they'll be Prime eligible FBA products. They're not technically print-on-demand products at that point because you've already fronted the money for them. Now, this is something that I don't know how many print-on-demand seller communities actually think of taking advantage of, but I know of one that takes advantage of this all the time around major holidays and tends to make a killing doing it. And I'll reveal to you what seller community that is in a second. But right here, I've got highlighted on this slide, in the top left corner, you see the Prime delivery checkmark. And if you guys go to Amazon.com and shop for anything, the top of the search filters will say check a box for only Amazon Prime listings to be in the search result. Now, I just Googled it, and according to Variety.com, in 2020, Amazon topped 150 million Amazon Prime users, meaning it's in our best interest as sellers to cater to those Prime users who are prepaying for that free, fast 2-day shipping, and they know that they only get that if it's a Prime eligible product. So obviously we want to take advantage of the 150 million people that are more likely to buy our stuff if it's Prime eligible. Obviously there's an inherent risk in that we have to front the money. But in this listing, it shows that you can check the Prime delivery checkbox from search results, get search results that are only Prime eligible, and then of those listings, you'll see here, I'm trying to point to it here, right here, that it'll say Prime free shipping if the listing is eligible. Now, if you go to like my third-party FBM print-on-demand listings that I list through Amazon Seller Central, you will not see that because they're just FBM listings. They're fulfilled by merchant. So if you buy from me, you're not going to have Amazon and their associates that work in the fulfillment centers go and pick the product up off a shelf because it does not exist. Typically, I'm farming that workout to one of these companies, Printful, Gearbubble. I've never actually sold through Printify and Amazon. I sold through Printify and Etsy. But let me skip back to this slide real quick. Just reiterate this last point. Having the Prime checkbox next to your listing leads to more money being made for you. All right. I just wanted to make sure that that is clear. You have 150 million more people more likely to buy your product just by having it. All right. So these are the three main print-on-demand production partners that I've dealt with. They're actually the only three that I've dealt with. My recommended print-on-demand production partner is still Printful for any number of reasons. I should honestly do another video actually just like doing a comparison between these and show you why I still recommend Printful. It's pretty much a no-brainer in my book. But it's not like, oh, I like Printful, therefore the rest suck. Gearbubble The one thing that it really shines when it comes to, or I guess you could say two things, it really shines when it comes to coffee mugs. It really shines when it comes to shot glasses. It really shines when it comes to jewelry, actually, too. So those three product types, they have a really nice piece of the print-on-demand marketplace kind of cornered. But the fourth thing, actually, just thinking out loud here, so it ended up being four things, is that they do FBA print-on-demand products. So unfortunately, Printful does not. Printify does not. And honestly, I'm not a fan of Printify. Again, look for that other video. I just decided I'm going to do in the future, doing like a pros and cons of these three print-on-demand production partners. But Gearbubble, they do FBA print-on-demand products. Now, the workflow for this is you're going to have to, it's the same thing if you're doing FBA. Like, by the way, if you guys want to learn FBA, I've been doing a free mini series on YouTube for FBA in 2020. Easy to follow along with. I'm planning a new installment of that soon. As soon as we get that product that I mentioned in the series, I actually do tell you what product it's going to be, and I'm going to show you guys the product once it's live. Once we get approval in that category, it'll be up. But back on track with Gearbubble, you're going to have to order the products that you want ahead of time. And I'm going to tell you how to do that in this video. You're going to have to tell them the quantity you need. You're going to have to send them the design to print on the case of mugs or shot glasses. And then you send them the shipping labels. They have staff trained to handle these things. They'll get it produced and they'll get it shipped out to Amazon for you. And then if you've ever sold FBA, you know that as soon as your product gets to the FBA warehouses, you get an email letting you know that it's there. And before you know it, the listing is live and it's selling your Prime eligible products. And if you do, by the way, if you do this around Christmas in the fourth quarter, it like literally like everything just sells. Like everything sells. So highly recommended. And Gearbubble, their community of sellers, they are well aware of this and they take advantage of this every year. And if you're in their Facebook group, you see lots of people making lots of sales. All right, this is how you do Prime eligible. This is how you order Prime eligible FBA print on demand products through Gearbubble. So this email address at the top of the video, rachelreports@gmail.com, you'll need to contact them. You'll get somebody on the team that is trained to handle the FBA requests. To my knowledge, they only do mugs, and they recently started doing shot glasses. I think it was either early 2020 or late 2019 when they started doing that. You need to tell them the number of cases that you're ordering. It's $3.95 per 11-ounce mug. So it's a discounted rate, by the way. It's normally $4.95 for the 11-ounce white mug. So it's nice that they do that for us. 36 mugs per case, and you're going to need to attach the design per mug. And it's not per mug, it's per case of mugs. So you attach one design, you're getting at least 36 mugs with that design on it. And you're going to need to attach the carton shipping labels. Now, if you're familiar with the FBA workflow, you also need product labels attached. And when it's shipped out, you're going to need basically to pay Amazon for the prep. All right. Now, depending on what you sell through FBA, prep may or may not be needed. Part of the FBA inbound workflow, when you tell them you're sending stuff there, is you tell them, is prep needed? Yes or no? I know I'm talking about a lot of stuff, guys. This is why I spent months writing a full-blown FBA course, a full-blown print-on-demand course, because there's a lot to this stuff. I apologize that I don't want to make an hour-long video going super in-depth, but this is all stuff that you need to know, and then once you've done it a couple times, it's secondhand. It's stuff that you just know. Second nature is what I meant to say. So anyways, you have to pay Amazon to do the prep work because this is fragile, and you pay Amazon for the labeling. So Gearbubble discounts our per mug fee by $1, but then you end up paying that back to Amazon for each sale. But it's fine. I mean, there's still a nice profit margin built in, and obviously increased appeal through the Prime eligible. Yeah, and then for shipping labels, you're going to want to work with the team member that fields your request at Gearbubble to get the standard things you need to generate carton labels in your FBA inbound shipment, which is the dimensions of the carton, the weight of the carton, number of units per carton, which should be 36. The reason I didn't include it on this slide is because that stuff is subject to change. I don't want you guys getting mad at me in the comments saying, Ryan, we used the info you gave us and it was wrong. So go ahead and just work with them. They'll give you what you need. I don't want to give you everything definitively and then something be wrong because I'd feel bad. But I have done this workflow before, so it's not like I'm just making this stuff up. All right, shot glasses, like I said, recently supported as well, so you can sell FBA shot glasses on Amazon. That's, probably a pretty fun niche, and not too many people taking advantage of it as it's relatively new. So tell them how many cases you need. It's $2.22 per shot glass, 40 shot glasses per case, and one design per case. So you're gonna need to send them the shipping labels and the design as well. All right, guys, that's it for this video. It's a lot of info. If you want a more in-depth breakdown and step-by-step tutorials of exactly how to do this, hey, you're in luck. I took a lot of time to write an incredibly in-depth, jam-packed with information course, 10 modules, over 60 lectures of how I make 6 figures selling print-on-demand products each year, 2018, 2019. I'm going to do it again in 2020. And, it's available. It's out there. There's a link in the description. I'd love to see you in it. And if you have questions, you can always hit me up in the comments or on Facebook. Last but not least, guys, if I can do it, so can you. I love including this slide because every journey begins with one step. Then you take the second step, the third step. If you are interested in starting an online business, print on demand is great. The barrier of entry is low because you don't need capital. You don't need a capital investment upfront to get started. So take advantage. If you're interested, again, reach out. I'll help you with your questions. I've got the full-blown course there if you need it. Self-paced, step-by-step tutorials, how to sell on Etsy, Amazon, eBay, plus 6 other platforms. It's a lot easier than it seems once you're up and running. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you at the next one.